Hello everybody, I've just started a minute or two early so that the software is working properly before the bands come, because you know my luck with software. So I can hear the bands coming in the distance, but I'm not sure if that's just the host band that is going to be walking up around the Heights area first. Hello David in Port Stewart. Hello Mark. Suffering from jet lag today, Mark. We are in Coleraine for the Battle of the Somme commemoration parade. I'm hoping to catch them here on the bridge and then nip up to the town hall, signal permitting, and get the service and the wreath laying at the town hall, and then I'll try and move again to get the parade moving off again from the town hall. Yeah, hopefully the rain stays off. It was quite wet earlier, but I think the weather forecast is it's to stay off for during the parade, so fingers crossed the weather forecast is right. Sorry, I've just come on early to make sure the software is working before the bands come round, because you know what my luck is with software. Hello from Appalachia, USA. Greetings to all my Ulster cousins. Well, hello there and welcome. Beautiful part of the country you're in. Does anybody have the football scores while we're waiting? How's England getting on? Oh, 2-1. Okay. Is that to England? Oh, they won. Okay. That's good. Strange enough, I do like to see England win. I don't like listening to the press whenever they win, but I do like to see England win. They are definitely coming, because I hear more bands coming. Thank you, John. Now, as you may have seen, the boss is in France at the minute, at the Somme. Her phone didn't transfer over to the French system, so she's having problems going live. So she's been recording lots of videos, and whenever she gets decent Wi-Fi, she uploads them. So there will be some videos going up. I think she's some up from today. But there will be hopefully other ones that she'll be posting and pictures that she's taken, so keep an eye out for them. And she hasn't given her orders for the weekend, so I've no idea where we're going at the weekend. But do remember that the following weekend you will hopefully get the parade from Liverpool live, signal permitting. We'll do the Liverpool in the morning, then Southport for the main parade, and then back to Liverpool in the evening. If I have any problems, I will record it and post it, but I'm hoping to get a decent enough signal to go live for the whole thing. Sorry, the way I read that quickly, it was they were glad to see the back of me. No, Jamie, I'm not off to Glasgow. I'm off to Liverpool on Saturday. We'll be doing Liverpool and Southport. I know Valerie at some point does hope to get back over to Glasgow to do theirs, but I don't think it's this year. Or not that she's told me it's this year. See, good job I didn't say anything bad about her, because she was on listening to us. Hi, Nicola. Valerie and Nicola are currently waiting on a parade in Albert, France. Can't see it being much like ours though. What, you mean wait? Valerie, were you teaching wee Maggie bad habits while I was away? Good evening, Sandra. Now, I have no idea where I'm going to be in Southport. Hopefully wherever is the best signal. Oh yeah, rub it in about the nice warm temperature it's been. It's actually not too cold here this evening, it's just wet. Okay, are you recording the parade, Valerie, to put up later? The one in Albert? Good evening, Paul in Blackpool. I take it nobody can beat the appellations for being the furthest distance we have viewers from this evening. Yes, Rossnyler is on this weekend as well. Before tonight's parade, there was also the dedication of a new arch, which I have recorded and will post later to the page. And there was a donation of money to the Macmillan cancer nurses, which I've some pictures of. Hello Pam in Eastbourne. Now it says Richard Greer is watching. Is that the Richard Greer? I.e. Pretty Woman Richard Greer. Yes, Samuel, Rossnyler is actually the 11th. The parade in Liverpool is the 11th as well. Damn Richard, so you don't have his millions then. Hello Robin in Queensland. You, I think, win for the furthest away. You're definitely further away than the Appalachian Mountains. 4 AM. Robin, do you used to a commemoration for the Battle of the Somme, or is it more Anzac Day that you would focus on? Yes, Mark, Liverpool Southport is on the 11th. Off the top of my head, I'm not sure about the timings. They could be getting closer because the police are moving in the distance there. Oh, you had yours last Saturday. Yes, Sandra, I'm hoping to go live from Liverpool on the 11th. Signal permitting. We'll do Liverpool in the morning, then Southport for the main parade, and then hopefully Liverpool in the evening again. If I can't get a decent signal, I will record everything and post it afterwards, but I'm hoping that there's better signal in Liverpool than some places here. I don't actually think there is any celebrations on the mainland on the 13th. Could be wrong, but I haven't seen any on Valerie's Ulster Band forum app. And I haven't seen any advertised to repost on the Ulster Band's forum page. Some of us are walking in Glasgow this weekend. Hopefully you get decent weather for it. Because I know Scotland were having the same weather as us today, grey and wet. Mark, I think lots of people want to come here for the 13th. Right, if you see someone commenting in the comments, just ignore them. I can't get them blocked or delete the comments at the minute, and I don't want to do too much just in case I knock it off. But just ignore them, don't respond to them. And I will deal with it once the live is over. Scarva is on the 14th. This year it's confusing because the 12th is a Sunday and all the 12th parades are on the Monday. serve as a good parade. I'm assuming that Dunloy are going because they normally go. I think. It's miserable in Glasgow just now. Yeah, I don't think your rain is to clear as quickly as the rain here is to clear. Evening, Jan. Should we ask what the weather's like in Queensland? Or the Appalachians? I have to say, I'm just back from holidays and my weather was not below 100 the entire time I was away. Which was nice. And then you come back to this. Thank you, Jen, for hitting the like. I had a lovely time. It's 92 degrees here in Tennessee. Going to be a hot 4th of July weekend. Are you going to any of the special celebrations for the 4th of July weekend? We might actually be going to one in Dervock on Saturday. They're rededicating the name of one of the local parks to one of the presidents that came from that area. Samuel Valputin has not given orders for this weekend, so I have no idea. Rodney, it was meant to start at 7. Now, I know the bands have been going because we have heard them. And I started a minute or two before they should have been due to come this way, just to make sure the software was working. So I'm not sure where they're going. Actually, I'm not too bad now that we're back in Northern Ireland because it has been quite muggy and hot. Trying to remember if it's MacArthur or McKinley that was the president from Dervock. Hello, Louise. Thank you. Thank you, Heather. McKinley.
Hello, how are you?
I'm not too bad. Mummy is actually parading tonight. Mark Clone starts and then breaks off to walk the hikes, then rejoins the parade at the bottom of Pete's Lane. I think that has happened, Mark. I can definitely hear Coleraine. No movement yet, Valerie.
All right, see you later.
Is your parade over, Valerie? I think there was two that came from the Dervick area, because there's a MacArthur Avenue, and I'm nearly sure there was a President MacArthur that came from the Dervick area. The French parade doesn't hold a candle to this. Meant to start at 7, one man passed us there at 8:15. Okay. Well, this parade was meant to start at 7, Valerie, and it hasn't made its way here. And as you know, I'm pretty near the start. Yeah, Jen, I can hear them too. I've been hearing them for the last half an hour. Correct, the weather is probably better in France. Though as long as the rain stays off, I'll be happy. Val Putin, are you going to give out the orders for the weekend of where we're going to be or what? Or am I just going to get surprised on Friday and Saturday? Not this weekend, Louise, but the following weekend we go to Liverpool. You could be right, Samuel. I'll let you know on Saturday after going to Dervick. Valerie's not sure where the band are at, so she will need to check where we're going to be at the weekend. Thought you were Frankie, Louise. Coronation Club on the 11th of July. Okay, MacArthur wasn't a president, it was only McKinley that wore the title. You know, I did share a post about it the other day, but I can't remember what was on it. Right, the bands have started up again. The Ulster Tower service today was very good. Princess Royal and Tim Lawrence in attendance. Right, I do think we have movement now. No, I said I was coming on early to make sure the software worked on my phone, but I think half an hour early is a bit much. Because, you know, Valerie had the cheek to go away and take her phone with her. How could she, like? How very dare she? Vara, I'd seen you'd posted a few videos and pictures earlier, but I wasn't sure if that was all, which is why I didn't post much stuff to the page today, because I thought you would be posting lots of things. It was Robert Ross who burnt the White House down. He was from Rostrevor. Hello Herbie from Anglesey. Yes, the parade does seem to be running behind this evening. But I do think they are definitely in their way now. And that's what you get for taking the phone, Valerie. Because I was saying it's not just the blonde in the A-team that can't get the signal, it's the big boss that can't get the signal as well. Hello Harry. I hear Rig-a-dig-dig starting as well, so they're definitely coming. I think it's more that they are celebrating the Ulster-Scots connection in building America rather than independence from the Crown. It's funny how you can hear Balrasheen over the rest of the bands, or maybe I'm finally tuned in to hearing them. Good evening, Jill. No, Valerie, the dedication of the new garland, I actually videoed it. It happened quite some time ago now. Yes, but the people in Dervick are celebrating the Ulster-Scots connection to the independence of America. Like the original declaration, three of the signatures, or three of the names that are on that have big Ulster-Scots connections. Rig-a-dig-dig, memories of my granny, she always said that. Yes, Jen, there was a lot of presidents in America that had Ulster-Scots descendants. Right, yes, they're definitely coming, they're getting closer, they're getting louder. Actually, if you look into the history of the American independence, they didn't start off wanting independence. They just wanted their voice heard. Valerie says, I could tell you more about Ulster Scots connections, but she can't type as fast as she talks. And we have to give her credit, she does know her stuff. God, that nearly choked me to say that. Okay, they're finally moving towards us. I don't know if you can see them there in the distance. Hello, Wendy. Just about to come past us, Kathleen. Valerie, could you get in and do moderator and deal with a few comments? just ignore them. No, Van Verden have not been passed. The only two that have been passed is Coleraine, Fife and Drum and the UPB. Stop playing coming up to me. Playing. And that was Balrasheen, or as I call them, Rig-a-dig-dig. And here comes Pride of the Band. busiest day in the British Army history. People from both the 36th Ulster Division and the Irish Division fought, and this is to commemorate their memory and their sacrifice. Here is Verdun.
Alright, go for a night.
Okay, so I am going to move up to the town hall and up to the War Memorial, hopefully not losing the signal. To catch the service. So just bear with me until I get to the other side of the town hall. For some reason I'm not able to block while doing the live at the minute. I don't know if Valerie's been able to block them. It doesn't come up on the options, Valerie, about blocking them. I could only delete some of the comments. You're going to have to go back through the comments and delete some of the ones that I couldn't get deleting. I take it you haven't your earphones in on the train listening to this then if you're getting some rare looks, Callum. Right, which side would be better for a signal? I think maybe this side. Okay. Is that in the same option as whenever I press in the comment to block the comment? Because it wasn't coming up in this. So here we have our little war memorial here in Coleraine beside the town hall. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. Don't worry about it.
I've seen that there.
Right. Valerie has just put on a message on the YouTube page, because that's where she was in deleting the inappropriate comments. If you're watching, please give the YouTube channel or Facebook a quick follow / like. It helps us to make more people aware of how wonderful our bands are. Oh no, we have had the bands going round the town. They're just making the way to this end of the town to come up here for the service at the War Memorial. And then whenever it's over, hopefully I'll move to another position to catch the bands. Are you calling me a tool, Valerie, or is that meant to be there after the streaming? Because you never know.
Adam! Stand here.
You see, that's what I mean. I'm not sure if you were calling me it or it was just the end to the sentence. I don't think that's advisable while I'm on the live, Valerie, because goodness knows what I could do to this. I'd prefer to just keep the live going right now. Right, I hear them coming down New Row. So we're just waiting for the bands to come down that wee side street, and then the service should begin down here shortly after that. Valerie, where would be the best place to go to catch the bands afterwards, after the service is over? Valerie says she doesn't think it will do any harm. They're actually slightly green posters, and it's about 20 Causeway Specialty Market, 2nd and 4th Saturday of every month. Hello, Nigel. Nigel, we're just at the Battle of the Somme parade in Coleraine. So we've seen the bands coming round from Coleraine. We're just waiting for them to come down the wee side street here and for the service to start here. They're not even coming down New Road, they're coming up the main street. I'm just not used to them coming down New Road. The match is over, Louise. I think it ended 2-1. Rachel, after the service, we'll see the bands again. I am down at the War Memorial to get a good spot down there for the service down here. So we will see them again after the service is over. Shaky whenever it's on the Zoom. No, strangely enough, Barry, my hand's not shaking. See these backseat directors? Back to the spot now. That never happens, Valerie. Yes, Jen, Kel's water over at the Somme did sound amazing, didn't they? So we're just waiting for the service to start down here. Yes, Nigel, this is live.
We're here this evening to remember the gallantry and the courage of those men of the 36th Ulster Division who made the supreme sacrifice, especially those who laid down their lives on the opening day of the Battle of the Somme 110 years ago. So as we begin our time together, let us come to God in prayer. Let us pray. Almighty God, we read in the Scriptures that King David said to the people, "Bless the Lord your God." And all the assembly blessed the Lord, the God of their fathers, and bowed their heads and paid homage to the Lord and to the King. Father, that is how we want to approach you this evening. We come to the God of utmost holiness. We come to the one whose wisdom and power determines the course of history. And we bow our heads as we pay homage to you. We acknowledge you to be the God of grace and mercy. You have delivered your people from their guilt. You have pronounced us to be acceptable in your sight, only because of the death and the righteousness of the Lord Jesus Christ. And so it is in his name and through him that we are going to approach you this evening. As we look back to the events of 110 years ago, we remember with pride those men of the 36th Ulster Division. We remember members of the Orange Institution and many others who served in the cause of freedom, especially those who gave their lives for the future of our generations. We ask you to bless our nation today. Bless our King and the members of the royal family. Give unto them those who will advise them according to your word. Lord, give unto us wise and godly and good government. And be near to all those who are currently serving, especially in places of danger in His Majesty's forces. Lord, surround them with your protection, and grant that their families at home may know your presence and peace. Be with us as members of the Orange Institution. Grant that all that we undertake in the coming days, we may know your enablement, that your presence will accompany us, and that all our actions will promote your glory. For we ask this in Jesus' name. Amen.
tomorrow, we gain more today. We think that will make 31st of that rest. We failed after that, we think.
Let us hear the word of God. Reading from Romans chapter 5. For while we were still weak, at the right time, Christ died for the ungodly. For one will scarcely die for a righteous person, though perhaps for a good person one would even dare to die. But God shows his love for us in this, that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. Since therefore we have been justified by his blood, much more shall we be saved by him from the wrath of God. For if while we were enemies we were reconciled to God by the death of his Son, how much more, now that we are reconciled, shall we be saved by his life. May God bless his word to our hearts. On the morning of the 1st of July, 110 years ago, the men of the 36th Ulster Division advanced from their trenches near Wood in northern France. As David Graham wrote in Monday's Belfast Telegraph, what followed was an act of extraordinary courage. Under relentless machine gun fire, the soldiers of the 36th Division pushed further than any other British unit that day, capturing enemy trenches and advancing deep into German positions. However, the cost was devastating. More than 5,500 men from the division were killed, wounded, or missing. On that day, 4 men of the division were awarded the Victoria Cross, the highest British award for gallantry in Britain. One man, Robert Quick, survived the war to die in 1955. 2 others died in action the day after the battle started. One man, Private William McFadden, had earned his PC before anyone had even left the trenches. You know the story. A box of grenades was being opened for distribution to the assembled soldiers. It slipped down into the trench, which was crowded with men. 2 of the safety pins fell out. McFadden's DC citation tells what happened next. Private McFadden, instantly realizing the danger to his comrades, with heroic courage, threw himself on top of the bombs. The bombs exploded, blowing him to pieces, but only one other man was injured. He well knew his danger, but without a moment's hesitation, he gave his life for his comrades. On the 1st of July 1960, William McFadden became an illustration of what the Bible means when it writes in Romans, when it says in Romans 5 and 7, perhaps for a good person, one would dare even to die. Keenly aware of the consequences, but without a moment's hesitation, he gave his life for his comrades, to protect them from danger and from death. His sacrifice deserves to be remembered 110 years on. Someone wrote a few lines about McFadden's sacrifice that day. So let us remember that brave Ulster soldier, the VC he won and young life he gave. For king and for country, young Billy died bravely and won the VC on the fields of the Somme. Our Bible reading talks about another sacrifice. It says, for while we were still weak at the right time, Christ died for the ungodly. God shows his love for us in this, that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. Jesus sacrificed his life on the cross, not for his comrades, but for those who were his enemies. People who had dared to rebel against their Creator, reject his authority, defy his command, who did this quite naturally displaying all the traits of the corrupted human nature inherited from Adam. People who had become estranged from God, and upon whom God looked with dissatisfaction so intense and so permanent that the Bible describes it as wrath. And no effort, no intent or endeavour by any human being could or can or ever will be able to rescue. For God's wrath to be turned away from us, for God to be reconciled to us and we to Him, another had to bear that wrath in our place. That's what the Bible tells us Jesus did. While we were enemies, we were reconciled to God by the death of His Son. Only the sacrifice of Jesus can turn God's wrath from us and protect us from the consequences of our sin. There's another sacrifice that deserves to be remembered. And not only remembered, but looked upon, trusted in. Jesus died and was raised from the dead. He is alive today. And He calls us to rest on Him and His sacrifice alone, through faith alone for salvation, as He is offered to us in the Gospel. Someone wrote this about Jesus' sacrifice. Behold, the man upon a cross, my sin upon His shoulders. Ashamed I hear my mocking voice call out among the scoffers. It was my sin that held Him there, until it was accomplished. His dying breath has brought me life. I know that it is finished. May the Lord in His gracious mercy lead each one of us until we can repeat those lines and acknowledge that we are reconciled to God and redeemed from our sin by the sacrifice of Jesus Christ.
Brothers and sisters, as well as all, on behalf of the Worship Master and Elder at 9:30, could I thank you all for coming along here this evening. Certainly this afternoon, we're going to look into what the Lord works in mysterious ways. And just thank you all for turning out. And just before I ask them to as well, I'm going to ask the bands if you know if we can start warming up so the fighting up was passing the tail behind you easily. Thank you one and all. Come later, the national anthem. Could reorganize themselves and reform for the great back home. Thank you.
Right, so I am going to move again to try and get the bands.
Hey, are you done?
Hello.
Oh, you think we've had a darn gone ahead?
No, let's double too close.
And the bar on the left.
Valerie, you had told me where to go, but I can't remember what you read. They're coming behind me, better hurry up. Sorry, I have to plug my charger in so I don't lose battery power. Good, Lee, I'm glad you're enjoying it. They're not even coming down this way. Oh, for Pete's sake. Oh. Of course, it would be the hill. What? No, I think mostly up to the station. I think, Valerie says they separate up near the Clyde, I think. Okay, they're just walking around in a circle. Chrissy, I think they do the parade route, you know, from the library up and up Union Street and up to there, I think.
I see it come there.
Don't worry, we didn't miss them completely. They're just walking around the town hall in a circle and they'll be back in a second. Me, it might take me a minute or two. I went down to the bridge, Valerie. They go up the Commons, down New Row, Bridge Street, separate at the bottom. Okay, so they will come my way eventually. I thought they went round the town hall, down Bridge Street, and round past the library. But they're coming down this way.
Aye, but they walk for about 10 minutes and then they'll come back. Oh, I thought you were recording now.
I am recording them live.
Aye, but you better go up there and then listen to them down. And then it's just them that walks around the room and then so. Alright.
I made it to the bridge whenever they walked round.
Did you?
I thought they were going down that way.
Aye, they walk up that, up Long Commons and down New Market Street and then back round on through.
Thank you. Colerane's looking empty. Sorry, we'll have a minute or two to wait until they come back round this way. By the time I get up there, they'll all have gone from there.
Yes, I don't even want upsize yours.
So where's everybody going to watch the 12th? We may be going live from Ballymoney. Because that is the closest one I can get to with not driving. On the Saturday, we will be live from Liverpool. And the main parade in Southport. Kenneth, you're going to Ballymoney as well? Louise, you're going to Ballymena? Karen, Ballymoney's your hometown. Valerie, you're in Ballymoney, aren't you? Oh, Lee, you're travelling over to walk in Belfast. You're okay, don't worry, don't worry. The Belfast 12th is a very different 12th from any of the country ones. No, Louise, I didn't find out where I'm going on Friday and Saturday. Val Putin has not given out her orders yet. She can't remember where the band is, so she has to check that out and then let me know. Belfast is very fast, whereas the country ones are more a dander and a centre. And as you say, there's more variety. Yeah, the Coleraine lodges are in Limavady this 12th. It depends. Orangeman 150. Belfast is a very different parade. It's very fast. It's a lot of blood and thunder and melody bands. As Ivari's got to come in here and give us a spiel about why Coleraine and the country parades are better than the Belfast ones. So it really depends what you like. Some people love the Belfast ones, whereas some people prefer the country ones. It's nice to see them both, to sort of compare.
How are you?
Not too bad. How are you? You're happy today, Ryan? And who's all for Scarva on the 14th? Valerie, you're going, aren't you? But with Denali. Yes, I've seen a lot of posts, Lee, on Facebook about the Orange Order and that having parades. And I thought, well, sure, they normally have parades. What's the big deal? Orangeman 150, who's that to? Is that to Lee or? I think Valerie's fallen asleep on us. Or else she's chatting to somebody. Chances are she's chatting to somebody. Who all is your favourite band? Or which band is your favourite band? Well, you know Valerie's is Balrashane. And then I suspect she'll put in Dunloy in there. Yes, I have a soft spot for the Hegels Carn. Carn? Oh yes, you said Ballymoney was your hometown. Hello, Sean. Right, they are coming back round. Good answer, Lee. You like the Pride? Jonathan, they aren't a band anymore, but McCoskin first flute band all the way. When did they split, or when did they finish? Yeah, they're definitely coming, because there's the wee man. Scott, your favourite band is Pride of the Band. Sandra, Craig and E accordion. $2021. Start playing. All right. So our hosts are separating to show thanks to the other attendees. Here we have the Freeman Memorial Flute Band from Coleraine. Or the White Army. Quite a lot of names. We're stopping. Coleraine is an old style band with the drums at the back. Hopefully I'll get the hosts again before we finish. Alright, here. everybody, that is it for this evening. Val Putin has not given her orders for this weekend, so I have no idea where we're coming from on Friday or Saturday night. She's forgot where the band are, but whenever she lets me know, I'll put up a wee post on Facebook. She'll probably not tell me to the last minute on Friday night or Saturday night, but keep an eye on the Facebook page and we'll let you know where we're going. And thank you for your company this evening. Sorry about the start. I just wanted to make sure we were on and the software was working on my phone before the parade started. And have a good evening. You see, the sky is clearing up just whenever we're ending. Okay, and I'll hopefully see you all at the weekend. Thanks for your company. Bye bye. Val is in France at the minute at the Somme. It was me and Mummy that were in America. Night night.